Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome to this, I guess you could say a very evened out, a bit if you will, sort of a evened out DVD Blu-ray update. What that means is basically I've got a very equal amount of DVDs, new ones to the collection, as well as a very equaled out amount of Blu-rays. So, what did I get this time? Well, let me take a swig first of my 1.5 liter Pepsi. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff I drink when I'm at work during my breaks or during lunch. Something like I like to drink because basically it lasts a long time. And it's only 99 cents, if you can believe that. But anyway, what did I get? Well, the other day, before I left work to come home, or basically get picked up, I picked this up on DVD. This movie, I picked this up along with one of my Blu-rays. I'll show you that in a little bit. But I picked this up on DVD. It was in the $5 bin. It was released around the 100th anniversary of this tragedy. And it was produced by Discovery Channel and I think released by Gaiaram Home Entertainment. Gaiaram Home Entertainment. Yeah, it's three specials based around this, and of course, what am I talking about? I'm talking about Titanic, and it's the 100th anniversary collection. And on here, I don't know if you can see that, on here we have three specials produced by Discovery Channel. One is called Curiosity, What Sank Titanic. The other one is Titanic, The Investigation Begins. And the other one is Last Mysteries of the Titanic. And it even shows the listings right there. There's the disc there. And that's my dog in the background. And there's a picture of an iceberg right there. And the disc right there. So, and again, that was my dog in the background. But anyway, yeah, basically it's three programs on one disc by Discovery Channel. Together, I think they got a runtime. I don't know if it has the runtime on here. It doesn't look like it does. Oh yeah, it does. It's 176 minutes. So basically, 2 hours, 56 minutes of these three specials based around Titanic. So for $5, you can't go wrong with that. Not really. Like I said, open that up. There you go. Yeah, can't go wrong with those. And then today, I went to the store because, well, last night my mom picked me up. It was rainy, and also the fact that she had texted me just as I was coming out saying, "Oh, I forgot to tell you to get some creamer and a few other things." So I went to the store this morning, got the creamer, got a few other items, a few movies, like I said, a few movies as well, and I also got some breakfast at McDonald's for me and her. So yeah, I did that this morning. But again, like I mentioned, I also picked up some movies, some DVDs and Blu-rays. This was one of them. This was actually released today. This was released today, the 1st of April, April 1st, 2014. It's the 30th anniversary edition, and I do recommend anybody that wants to see a good classic movie based around this time of year, and the real reason around this time of year, this is the one to get. And for $9.96, you can't go wrong. 35th anniversary edition. What am I talking about? But what is properly known as the Jesus film. That's right, the Jesus film, released on DVD. Again, of course, it's been released before, but this is the 35th anniversary edition of the 1979 Jesus film. That's right, 1979. This movie here is as old as me. Yeah. So there you go, right there. And as far as extras go, you have Impact of the Jesus film, hosted by Ernie Hudson. Making of the Jesus film in 2006, basically a 2006 documentary on the making of the Jesus film. And if you have a high-def television, you can watch it in high def, even though it's 480i. And of course, there you go right there. Got a little insert here, a few inserts, not really much. Let's see, got an insert there. So, very, very good. And of course, the DVD right there. Not really much to show you on the background. It's just your basic DVD case, if you will. But yeah, the Jesus film, 35th anniversary edition in Zero-Nizorak. I do recommend, if you have if you're Walmart in Canada or Future Shops, have this, pick it up, you'll enjoy it. But again, like I said right there, the Jesus film, right there, fully restored and remastered. And it is in 48i standard definition, 1.78 16:9 widescreen. Bonus, basically the same thing. The audios are basically, to listen to the movie, is English, Spanish, Chinese, French, Vietnamese, German, Korean, and Arabic. So that's pretty cool. And subtitles about the same. They add in North Vietnamese, German, and Japanese for the subtitles. So, yeah, there you go. The Jesus film 35th anniversary edition came out today on DVD. I highly recommend picking it up, because if you are a fan of the Passion of the Christ, if you're a fan of the animated Passion, of the Jesus movie that came out on CBS years ago that gets replayed on TBN, if you're a fan of King of Kings, Greatest Story Ever Told, you got to get this in your collection. Highly recommend it. And then, finally, this was a surprise. I had noticed yesterday at work that they were, changing things up. Every once in a while, like after a few months or so, they switch things back to, they kind of go in a circle. They kind of switch things up a little bit. And they basically make sure to always you know, it's kind of like a Ring Around the Rosie kind of deal. They come full circle every year. It's like they take it, they basically in the electronics aisle, they have the stands, the displays, with different DVDs, television sets, animated and live action on one side, and Blu-rays like on one end, current DVDs, DVD box sets and stuff of current series on another end, and then on the other side you might have more of the box sets of classic shows and stuff, if not mostly just $10, $9.96 Blu-rays, sometimes double feature-wise and all that. Well, yesterday I should say, I noticed as I was at work and getting off that they had cleaned out one side of the stand. This stand had used to have some of the Blu-rays. They switched some 99.6 Blu-rays. They switched it over to the other side, and then they started having some current, if not recent, box sets of television series on there, and as well as a few classics, but mostly more recent. And suddenly they switched that out. They cleaned that out, and it was completely empty. And I was wondering, what could they be bringing there? Well, this morning I found out exactly what they were putting. They were putting back a lot of the television series that they had taken out for reasons, for putting the other sets up there, the more current and recent ones, as well as like doing some holiday stuff as well. Like during Christmas, they put a lot of the Christmas movies, Blu-rays, and DVDs up there. So finally, they started putting back a lot of the shows that they had before, or at least they're doing that. Basically, it's a mixture of a lot of the 90s, 80s, 70s, and 2000 shows that they had. I mean, you have shows that they're putting up there, season sets. Basically, this one side consists of the first two seasons of certain particular series. And they got up there, well, not the first two seasons, but certain seasons, like two certain particular seasons, they'll put up there. And I remember a few times, and I think they're going to do it again, they would put up 1 or 2 or 3 seasons of Fresh Prince. I think they even had the final season. I think they're going to be putting that back up there soon. They had Full House. I think a few seasons on that. Alf, they're going to be putting up, if they haven't put that up already. Chips, Dukes of Hazzard, just to name a few. And of course, they also have a few Disney afternoon series that they also have released. They have a few Disney afternoon series that they have released. And last time that they had this out, they did have this volume out and about there. They did have this volume there. If you must know, they had this volume. First volume of Tailspin, along with the first volume of DuckTales, first volume of Darkwing Duck, the first volume of Rescue Rangers, you name it, they had it, and I think they even had the first volume of Gummy Bears. In fact, well, with Gummy Bears, particularly the only volume. So, I kept wondering, when are they going to have the other volume of Tailspin or the other volume of Darkwing? When are they going to have more volumes of DuckTales? Well, this morning, I found out which one of those empty spaces that I now saw on that one side of the stand was going to be occupied for. It was for Tailspin. You had Volume 1 that I just showed you, and believe it or not, finally, they also had something that I put in my Amazon queue. I'd actually put into my cart at DisneyMovieClub.com, and I could take that out now because it makes it a little bit more cheaper. But they actually finally had this on sale at my Walmart, and I'm finally happy to say that I just need to go to DisneyMovieClub.com and get Volume 3, and then I will have the entire series. What am I talking about? I'm talking about Volume 2 of Tailspin. That's right. Tailspin Volume 2. Now, I want you to notice something. You might notice that this is a little bit more different with package releasing of the series than what it was originally supposed to be. Originally, Tailspin Volume 2 was just like Volume 1. It was a 3-disc deal, like that. That's how it was. 3 discs. Just like that. Well, I guess someone at Disney decided to make a deal with Walmart, or someone made a deal with Walmart, and they decided, you know what? People want to have more space on the shelves. I mean, it's nice to have the box sets and all that, but they also want to have space on the shelves to where it's just like a regular DVD. I mean, we've noticed a lot of live action and animated box sets on shows have been, well, not box sets, but season sets, I should say, have been coming out in packaging that resembles regular DVDs. Like when DVDs came out, just like this, if you will. So that's exactly what Disney has done, I guess, along with Walmart and maybe a few other retailers. They decided to go in this direction. They still got some plastic under there as well. It's okay. But yeah, they finally decided to go in what is, I think some fans would assume, is a more appropriate, more spaceable packaging to own. And what's even better is on the inside. Look at this. Of course, you have the little insert for the Disney Movie Club, and you can kind of tell that this is recent. It says 2013. This is actually a 2013 re-release. 2013-2014 re-release. That's right. And then on the inside, you can see that not only do you have the disc, but you have some cover art. Yeah. You have some cover art on the inside of the disc. And then, of course, here you have disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3. And then, of course, underneath disc 3, if you can get that out very carefully, you have some more cover art right there. And what's even better is if you notice both sides, this side here shows you the listings. This side here shows you the listings for disc 2 and 3, what's on there, of what episode's on what disc. And then on this side, you have the listings right there for what episode's on disc 1. And if you want to know what episodes are on this volume, on disc 1, we have A Baloo Switcheroo, Whistle Stop Jackson Legend, Double or Nothing, Feminine Air, the band, now non-band, Last Horizons, Flight of the Snow Duck, Save the Tiger, The Old Man and the Sea Duck, one of my personal favorites, War of the Weirds, and then, of course, on disc 2, you have Captain Outrageous, The Time Bandit, both part 1 and 2 of For Whom the Bell Clangs, Citizen Khan, Gruel and Unusual Punishment, one of my personal faves, and I believe the start of a lot of the Christmas special-like episodes for Disney afternoon shows, Jolly Molly Christmas, My Fair Baloo, Waiters of the Wasp Treasure, Flight School Confident, and then, okay, now, here's disc 3, the episodes on disc 3. You have Flight School Confidential, another personal favorite of mine, bringing down Babyface, which I think is the first time, and only time, we see Rebecca actually dressed up, kind of taking a page out of Gadget's playbook from Double O Chipmunk. And then, of course, we have Jumping the Guns, In Search of Ancient Blunders, Louis' Last Stand. Let's see. I know I got to read it here. It's the one thing about this. It's Sheepskin Deep, Pie in this. Let's see. It's again, it's kind of difficult to read. Pizza Pie in the Sky, Blue Thunder, and Bullet Head Baloo. Yeah. So those are the episodes on disc 3. And again, a vast improvement. Let me put the thing down again so it's better. A vast improvement cover-wise and packaging-wise, I hate to say, over what it was originally like. Take a look at that. And it's a lot more space-saving. So, yeah, finally got this in the collection. So now I can say I have both volumes of Rescue Rangers. I have Gummy Bears. I have Volume 1. I have Darkwing Duck Volume 1. I still got to get Volume 2. And that's about... And now I can also say I have both volumes of Tailspin. I just got to get Volume 3, and I'll have the complete series. And I might even pick up DuckTales Volume 1 and 2 while I'm at it. So, yeah, I'm almost close to having the complete Disney Afternoon sets. Official sets, that is. So, that's the DVDs added to the collection. What did I get Blu-ray wise? Well, on the day that I got the Titanic documentary DVD for $5, checking my time there. Oh, I forgot to add the insert back into the thing. Hold on for a second. Or I like to have the inserts with what brought them to dance. There we go. Okay, but like I said, on the day that I got the Titanic documentary that I showed you for $5 on DVD, I also got something that surprisingly, when it came out, even though it had, I think, a little advertising, if you will, people were picking this up like hotcakes. It's like every time somebody would come up to where one of the registers where I was cashiering, or one of the self-checkout signs, or one of the self-checkout areas, this would be one of the movies they'd be buying. And of course, what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the second in the Marvel Comics, well, it's not really the second, but it looks like they're trying to beef up the Marvel Animated Universe now, especially with the Avengers, if you will. So I got the second, I believe, in the crossover or the team-up movies. The first one, of course, was Iron Man and Hulk. I still have to get that. But what am I talking about? I'm talking about Avengers Confidential, Black Widow, and Punisher. And it's nicely embossed. You can see the embossing there. And of course, you got little stickers here. This is going to save me $10 on a ticket to see the second Spider-Man. Right there, and there, and on the back. And of course, as you, Sean, like to say, comes with a nice slipcover. And of course, there it is right there. Hold on for a second. I'll be right back. Or not. I'll be right back.